So let's go for this. Man, we are just pacting with those demons like crazy. It's fine. It's fine. I told you. Oculus on their turn. And I didn't think about this play originally, but it's so much better than anything else. We draw a card as part of casting cost, so they cannot even bounce it in response to Sweeper. That's nice, that will help. Let's go for Day of Judgment. And if this guy keeps drawing cards and creatures, I will just kill all of them. We're at 19 life, by the way, and we have another Demonic. How is it fair for our opponent? Like, no joke. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today absolutely amazing deck, and I'll tell you, I did not drop a game of this one, and we played some of the best players in the world, so I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. But before we go into the deck, I will be sneaky and plug the memberships, because we launched them. Finally, we are a real relevant channel with memberships, and if you wanted ever to have videos faster than everyone else, so you can, just terrorize Ladder with our builds before everyone else, and, get some cool emojis, the mythic icon next to your name, because we all know you deserve it. Hit this join button, check out the perks, maybe there will be an extra video, and yeah, back to the deck. So what the deck is about, Demonic Pact. Some of you know the card. It's 4 mana that one of the effects is you lose the game. Starts great, doesn't it? And so basically you get 3 extremely powerful abilities and then you lose the game. However, it's an enchantment, and you know what we are doing with enchantments? We bargain them. Not only on the last moment before we lose the game, we just sacrifice it so it's not here, and you got 2 cards, your opponent lost 2 cards, and you probably destroyed something and you life gain 4, but at the same time you fuel Beseech the Mirror so you can take another pack because it's 4 converted mana cost. Or you can just keep chaining Beseech the Mirror into Beseech the Mirror, so you can sacrifice all of the packs from your whole board if you want. You have so many ways to use it, and the card is insanely powerful. If you get all the 3 effects, basically, this is like 5 cards advantage. This is no joke. And if you don't draw Beseech the Mirror, it's fine. You have Mortify for this reason, and it can target enchantment. But wait, there's more. Get Lost targets enchantments, and suddenly your deck is just packed with value. You can do so much, you don't die, you get always card advantage, and at the same time with Authority of Consuls, this card makes aggro laughable. Like, no joke, when this is in the board, I'm just laughing at aggro, man. You will see it in, I think it will be the last game. Our opponent just literally gained more life for us than he dealt. However, you need to play sweepers with this, because after they are tapped, you still need to kill them. And with 4 Mazemind Tomes, I have to say, like, I've been playing with this card for so long, so many years in Historic, before even starting the channel, and once it's back in the standard, I honestly love this card. It's 4 different cards in one, and it's also life gain on top of this. So I have some Bankbuster flashbacks, it's 2 mana artifact that draws you cards for 2 mana. I mean, I'm just saying, I really liked it. So, Day of Judgment, absolutely amazing. We played this instead of any kind of Sunfalls because Beseech the Mirror can target it. So guys, enough talking. You want some gameplay, and I have some for you, and it will be epic. So enjoy and have fun. Our opponent is going first, which is not perfect. We definitely want to start with this one, but now we can, and believe me, there will be creatures on our opponent's side. So we could do a lot here. I need to survive with this. Please don't duress me. You know what? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And we are life gaining, so that will help us a little bit, with buffering. This should be Mazemind Tome. Like, I really think so. Anoint of Affliction is... What? I think they have Bandit Talent. That would make sense, right? So alright, I will go with the Tome. A little bit slow, but we should have more time, and we have Day of Judgment with a really cool art. We actually have 2 different styles on this deck, it's fine. So Slasher, really. So you decided that Slasher is going into Anoint of Affliction. So I would guess that our opponent most likely has another one, I would guess. We go with Anoint, so now we can go with the Fortress. We will have triple black for Beseech the Mirror as well. I mean, it's kinda obvious that we will have to do it, But let's wait for the combat phase, right? So I don't expect hasters, but who knows? Yep, that explains it. That explains it. And they know that we can exile the first one, but not the other one. We can slow it down considerably though, so I'm kinda okay with it. And I mean, we are still at 20. Somehow we are always at 20. My turn. Alright, what do we want? Can we go for the Think already? The Think is super, super like tempting right now. I guess we get Mortify with this. Alright guys, I'm ultra greedy and I'm actually going for it. And we can sacrifice, you know, an artifact. It's a great card, but it's not like the prime matchup for it. And let's go with this one. We are going for Demonic Pact, and it will be epic in some way. I don't know exactly how it will end, but it will end somehow. And because this deals so much damage, we can still recover because we're life gaining with Demonic Pact. So let's take our hit for the turn. It will be scary, it will hurt, but now we can start to do a lot of stuff. And we're at 7, so it's okay. I don't want to waste the tome. Alright guys, do we want cards? Honestly, I think we want cards. I really like it. And then we can kill this later. And getting 2 free lands from the top is amazing. I really hope for something that isn't 2 lands from the top, you know, but it's fine. So let's go with this one. I guess we pay life. Down to 6, but we can kill something, so it shouldn't be a huge problem. It's coming back, but we have a moment to answer it, so it should be okay. And I guess let's go for the black mana. I need to keep in mind Bandit Talent, right? Don't forget we can start doing with Tome. We could Scry and we could live game, but I just think we don't need to pressure so hard. They know about removal, so now if they play something huge, really, I mean, dice perfectly to our stuff. I'll take it, you know, I will take it. 4 damage to something. Listen, I will take my life back and just fully negate their turn by a single trigger from this. And we can always just use Mortify on this. So we probably at this point want to keep the mana up. Honestly, I will go with the Barrens. In case we want to pump it. So right now we have to keep Mortify. I kinda missed it. I should go for that Bitter Triumph. It's fine. Don't you worry. It's fine. Really. Alright. So they don't have instant speed discard, which means that we can start pumping it. I probably want to kill it, right? But we can kill it during their turn, probably. So let's just go for this. We will have so much value that our opponent won't win this. Like, it might look that it's close, but it's not. I don't want to go for the you lose the game, so let's go for the discard first. For some reason I preferred this option. Man, we got so much value with this, it's actually not even funny. Man, we killed double Bloodletters, we live gain 4, and we got 2 extra cards, all with a 4-drop. That's just crazy. Do I want to live gain more? So we need 3 mana for Mortify, that's super important, we need to cast it on their turn. Then we have 4 mana open. We want to draw a card? Right, so I mean, we can go for this. We actually can go for this. And the live gain is nice. And that's it. I guess we can even take the hit, right? So if they don't go for a Bloodletter, we actually don't even need to block this. I think I can tank this damage. That opens a lot of possibilities for us. Yeah, like we're at 4, it's all good. Even if they play Shelly, we just kill it. Alright, listen, I'm not going for my turn. Alright? Like, I will make sure that this does not end the game. I would prefer this option. And as you can see, we got all of this value and we paid no price. We went with the successful Demon Bear game. And now we can use our normal stuff to just keep going more. And I will, you know, soon hit another, what is it? Demonic Pact, so it's all good. Let's go with the Fountainport. We can draw cards, but we don't need to. Alright, so we will kill this during their turn, because it slows it down so hard. And now we can start to use all our cool lands, Mazemind Tome, and see, that's why we didn't go for those scries early game, because now we have full cards for this, and we will have so much time, and now we can live gain as well. And let's start drawing cards. This should be nice. And we can go for the Barrens even. Honestly, really like it. Man, this will be already a 6-drop. So moment they tap, we can go for pretty quick Leafars. And let's go for another tome. And as you can see, we just keep going forever, because we basically have 4 tomes and 4 bargains. So this is already like 8 cards. We have Liliana, we have, you know, Kaya. So we actually have so much value that it won't be even close. Let's not go to the end step. And fortunately, this deck, let's actually go like this. This deck has so much. Alright, they want to go to the end phase. This deck has so much interaction with enchantments, because we actually are trying to kill them ourselves, that Annex is not a big issue. Alright, you got it. And I think this is a good moment. I guess this is main phase, so there is a chance they might try to kill us. So you know what, I will actually go for the discard. I don't think we super need it, but let's go like this, just to be safe, because they could have Hopeless Nightmare, and that would deal the remaining 2 damage. Yep, exactly. They have nothing, and let's start life gaining, but later, maybe later. Let's just go with this one. And the cool trick I learned a long time ago, by the way, look at this, is that you want to use this one, because on some turns you might have 4 mana and you use both of them. If you use this one, it gets exiled, and then you have 4 mana, you can still draw 1 card. So, you know, that's a small cool thing. And let's go for more pacts. We really like those. Alright, so let's see what our opponent is doing. Every time they play a creature with live gain, we have 3 cards a turn, even more. So our opponent is probably at the verge of losing this game. So all we need to do is probably to close it. Let's get some live gain. We're not going for the Barrens, because they keep mana open all the time. I think they think we cannot handle the Demonic Pact, but believe me, we can. We absolutely can. Maybe this one? Are you scared? Is it stressful? Let's go for two cards, because we want to keep drawing into our big win cons. And oh boy, oh boy. I don't think I want to go so hard on this. Let's just keep drawing with the tome, pump the Barrens and do all of this stuff. So at some point our opponent will tap out, so we can attack with Barrens, and that should be some insane damage. Oh man, they are actually trying to wait until we kill ourselves. Well, it won't work. That's something I can tell you right now. And you know what? I will go with this. Because I want to start attacking so Barrens can kill them a little bit faster. And yeah, let's untap. So now we probably want to go for discarding, to limit their options just a little bit. And we will start drawing with the tome. I think we also make fish tokens, so worst case we can always start drawing cards. How many effects we have? We have 1 more, so we need to be a little bit careful. You can also have another one. You know what? I think we will play another one to draw more cards for the next turn. So let's go for this. Man, we are just pacting with those demons like crazy. It's fine. It's fine. I told you, they just cannot handle it. So we would use this to draw 2 cards, we would draw cards with Fountainport. Right guys, we are going first. I'm taking it. A little bit of a slow hand. So we have white mana, we have black mana. Oh boy, we probably want this as black, I would guess. Because on average we need a bit more black mana. I could go for caves, but I'm not sure the matchup, so I just wanted to, you know, set up this one. Let's go with authority. We might bargain it later, we'll see. Into the Floodmaw. Oh, nice! Hello there! So we know they have Into the Floodmaw already. And we don't really have any value cards, which is unfortunate. We can stack Barrens, but we need to draw a land. It's super important. We need to get into those pacts, you know? We can kill the creature, but we will fall behind very quickly. If we don't draw a land right now. And I think we won't. Man, we play quite a lot of those, but we actually cannot draw them today. Here's your power hunk. Moment of truth. I guess they're trying to hit a land and reanimation spell and occur. So yeah, either land or reanimation spell to the hand, probably land. and then Oculus to the graveyard. Alright, they got it. Good for them. Good for them. Let's go for this. We have 4 mana because of the Sunken Citadel, which is the reason why we are playing so many of them. And we decline. Respect. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, let's go, Pact. They have Into the Floodmaw, so they will bounce it probably, but that still means they're wasting the card. We are getting the fish, and I mean, they might not do it, you know? I really hope they will. By the way, Beseech the Mirror. So, Bergen, you may sacrifice an enchantment as you cast the spell. It's part of the casting cost. So they already made the decision to not use one of the Into the Floodmaws, which is really interesting because I think that was a better decision. So it feels that, yeah, like they should be using it on their turn. So I have no idea why they didn't. So now they can counter spell. And I guess that's their idea, right? They have 2 open mana. But instead, we can just keep all the removal. The problem is that they can play a dance step, but I'm pretty sure this play really shows that they have a counter spell. And I don't think they are bluffing, I think they actually have it. So let's just wait with all the removal. Yep. They got the recommission, but they don't have targets yet, but this will be a problem soon. We need to be ready. There will be a lot of threats very soon, and we don't have the tome, so we cannot punish them for not doing anything. We have 4 tomes, so every time our opponent doesn't do much, we just, you know, tome it, and they regret it very, very quickly. Alright, this is okay. Let's get our... life gain will make a bit of a difference. Not the biggest one, but it will help. So I think we go with this because the... Oh, okay, let's go with Bitter... No. No, it's kind of the same, right? Because we need to pay the life as casting cost, so even if they counter it, we still pay it. Sure, alright. Man, if they will tap, that's actually insane. Man, by the way, this card can literally give you 4 cards advantage on just by 2 modes, and then you get the 4 damage one, so it's actually so much value, it's crazy. And I cannot activate the thingy. Alright. Let's go with the Pact and see if they can bounce it again. And the fish is doing the best God's work ever done, basically. They're at 18. It's only 18 turns and they're absolutely dead in the waters. And I mean, every time they play a creature, we life gain, so that's nice. Yep. Oh, they have more. Man, they're so good at this game. Already 2 of them in 23 cards. That's very good. That is very good. They can only prevent 1 play. I would love to go with the Pact, but they can counterspell. It seems they have 2 mana counterspell all this time. So we'll go with this one, it's more expensive, it's a little bit clunkier and does the job. And now we have double fish, and if you thought that 1 fish is scary, man, imagine double fish. And by the way, we are back at 20. They are 42. Man, can you stop playing those jeans every turn? Like, it's already like the 3rd turn in a row. This is definitely not perfect for us yet. And how do we play around it? I probably want to play removal with open mana. We don't have 6 mana for Liliana, and she is pretty good. So I guess we'll just keep pressuring them with the fish. We have 3 mana to pay, so they can go 3 steps ahead, but they don't get the value, and they are down to 3 cards then. So I'm not crazy scared. Sure. 1 and 2. So they don't know what color we can use. If they go for 2 of them, that's fine. I think so. Right now I probably want Day of Judgment, and as you can see, they are stacked with this. Absolutely stacked. So we were correct to play around Phantom Interference because they actually had not only 1 but 2. And they are down to 3 cards, so I expect Oculus, unfortunately. I hope it won't happen. And we can absolutely tank 1 hit, but we cannot tank more. Charity Corpse, well, that's so good. 1 mana, draw 2 cards. It's actually close to Ancestral Recall. Like, it's just 1 card difference. So we need to endure it. It's a huge boost to their power. We can Beseech the Mirror in this Day of Judgment, so that's something. Oculus, here it comes, and I think we'll have to. Oh boy, this will hurt, but we have to go with, you know. At least we are life gaining every turn, so that helps a little bit. Alright, I'll take it. So first let's swing. They have something, but it's so one of the cards is not a counter spell, because counter spell right now doesn't hold priority because there's nothing on the stack. So that means one of the cards is not a counter spell. So we already got 50% knowledge about our opponent's hand, and we need to risk it. I don't think they should have the first Phantom Interference, but we cannot know. This is the best play. It should win the game, but if they have extremely good draw, like they will have the counter play. I think it could be into the Flood Maw. Alright, this is actually good. So they will replay Jean, get more value for us, and we can use spot removal against it. Man, the token was Jean as well, but this is strong. Oh my god, can you stop please chaining value from the top into infinite? Oh my god, this is so good for them. Alright, let's see if... Okay, they have Jean, they have Oculus, so it's not super important that Anoint with Affliction hits. We want to pressure them right now. So they can counterspell, they need to pain down to 10, so Crawling Barrens can actually finish the game quickly. So they want to counter, and I think we go to this. I mean, Mortify is perfect, but I still want... Well, I guess we have Beseech the Mirror. Alright, I will go with this one. Just because we want to be mana efficient here. We'll take some damage. And we solved every... Man, they have one random card. How good can it be? How good can it be? Oh my god, it will be amazing! Oh, can you please stop chaining value from the top? Just draw a land, a Jean, or some... Okay, let's... Oculus, are you serious? Man, the amount of top decks this guy is getting one after another is crazy. They should be out of gas 3 turns ago. But here we are. At least we live game. Oculus is definitely... Can I please draw a land so I can use Liliana and get rid of everything? That would be perfect. Alright, let's go. Liliana, please. So they have another 1 mana thing. But they actually cannot... I think it's into the Flood Maw. We're not clicking and I think we'll win. It's either Opt or into the Flood Maw. And yeah, our opponent needs to sacrifice to... And you can see how Liliana is amazing here. And into the Flood Maw doesn't do anything, it resets the loyalty. And now we are taking over the game. They need to go... Man, and we are live. We are actually higher than this guy in live total. Man, that was such a close game for all the wrong reasons, and we never had the chance to cast this Demonic Pact. Oh my god, another one! Oh my god, he's just never stops, does he? And you know what? We don't even care. I cared a little bit because I don't want to waste my authority, but we will have to do it unfortunately. Do I want to draw a card? I honestly do. I don't think those zombies are super relevant right now. They still have something, so... Oh my god, they will bounce the Oculus. You know what? We can make cooler play. And we need Bitter Triumph so we can kill this Oculus on their turn. And I didn't think about this play originally, but it's so much better than anything else. We draw a card as part of casting cost, so they cannot even bounce it in response to Sweeper. We got another one, that's nice, that will help.
Speak ill of the undead.
Yeah, we will never Liliana. Let's go for Day of Judgment. And if this guy keeps drawing cards and creatures, I will just kill all of them. Oh, I expected Oculus to be bounced. I don't know what the card is. Is that Opt? I will still keep removal, in case they want to play Oculus on their turn. And I think we are closing the game like a champion, and we are playing against top 200 player in the world right now. So, man, and by the way, this is one of the best meta decks right now. And yeah, we are absolutely crushing it, even with those crazy draws for our opponent. Let's start with this one. I definitely want to go with this. We could go with the Pact. However, there is a chance they will counter our Get Lost that will get rid of this. But I guess we can discard cards first. So let's go like this, and force our opponent to have no cards on the next turn. And we still keep removal in case they have another Oculus. Oculus is super strong when it creates the creature, because then removal doesn't answer it fully. Oh my god, they really want it, right? They really want it. Give me the fish. This fish will be your doom. That's how we roll. And we don't even need to care, but the fact that it even existed created so much pressure. We got so much that it's kinda crazy when you think about it. We always start with a planeswalker so they cannot react to it after we play something else. Do I want to attack this for 7 damage? Not yet. It will be on the next turn, which means we probably go with Sunken Citadel on this turn. We go for white, because we actually don't have white mana during the whole game, the natural one, only Painlands. And do I want to go with the Pact? I mean, sure. We can force them to discard everything, so that means they won't have interaction for attack with the Barrens. And we can use double Sunken Citadel to fuel it nicely. I tell you, man, this guy is a gamer. Alright, can I please anoint with Affliction, or you have another trick against this? I don't think we really care, but man, he's fighting until the absolute end. And this is how you beat one of the best players in the world right now with new cool cards. Guys, I'll be honest, this is such a good hand. Alright, this is a pretty good hand, let's keep it. So we want Authority into Tome, we want a Sweeper. Man, this is painful, but I think we need to go with the Pact just because of the mulligan. This was exactly the 7th card. So let's go with Authority. And I really hope I can drop those tomes, because that basically makes sure that you win the value game always, especially against this type of deck. Alright, the first one dropped. We play the black mana in case we draw Beseech the Mirror, and I will probably try to keep them for as long as I can, so we get the maximum cards and not scry. But you know, worst case we can scry. We have enough lands for now, but we probably will need more. Man, I would really love to have this in the hand. That would be the value engine we needed. But you know what? We will work with it. Let's drop both tomes. There's no pressure and we have Sweeper, so as long as we can draw 2 cards a turn on top of the normal draw, so you could call it 3 cards a turn, I think we should be absolutely golden. Yeah, they probably have full hand of removal because, you know, standard. And now we can start to absolutely take... This is 8 cards, so when we draw all of them, we'll have 11 cards, like basically right now. So yeah, I don't think, yeah, the game is over, like they cannot do anything to us, and those tomes make sure that Mono Black doesn't have too much value usually. They trade card for card, so getting 8 new cards means that you are just, you know, you are wrecking them. Alright, our opponent, man, why am I always on the draw? That's so bad. Oh man, this would be harsh. Oh, good game? Is that already over? Because they're on the play with good curve? Or maybe they think that this actually is a good game for us. Like, it feels that our opponent is like, they just have bad draw because they mulliganed and they saw the hand. Man, this is as good as it gets, right? I don't know if they played the hexproof thing, so I'll probably try to kill it main phase. Just to make sure. We could go for this, but it's a little bit slow, and I don't want to get hit with the Pride Mate. So, and that's the problem. I told you, we are on the draw, and we have 1 removal. The second one will be 3 mana, so we will see if they have another card that gets value from the Pride Mate. This might be a problem. Okay, we already got the removal, so that would be fine anyway. And honestly, I will go with this. They don't have haste, but I want this life gain, because every time they play a creature, it slows them down. It gives us more time, so Day of Judgment will hit faster and stronger. Yeah, you know, not hitting clans is probably like my bottom list of favorite things to do in my free time, but we will definitely do it anyway. 2 damage is okay, like we want to wait for the bigger ones. And they still need to play creatures, so, you know, at some point. Do I? I guess I have Mortify, so I will get rid of 1 Hawk. Not the biggest deal, but I will still do it. Because right now I'm not sure when I will draw a land. Honestly, here we will scry. So I will make an upkeep stop. The case. So we need to destroy everything that benefits from the life gain, like Pride Mate. But yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, honestly. Every time they deal damage, we basically heal the same amount just for, you know, them playing a creature. Let's go for the Scry, because it's kinda important that we draw some... It's not a bad card, but I really need to start hitting my lands, you know? I get some... I will draw a card. And I actually cannot hit my lands for my life, please. I mean, listen, I will just life gain as much as this guy because I'm not drawing my lands ever. Man, we are 1/4 in the deck basically, and I cannot still cast my 4-mana sweeper. This will definitely be a little bit of a problem, but we have whole game to solve it. Yep, that's quite a lot of damage. It's also not a creature, but the tokens will be. Alright, the Tapland. You know what? At this point I'm taking. I'm taking. Oh my god, can this opening be edible slow, man? Alright, so let's sit. And the Elspeth will give us a lot of life, so we probably want to prepare with Day of Judgment. We'll try to go with Demonic Pact. Here it is, our 2 life gain. So we are getting 2, they get 1, everyone is happy, and I think we are a little bit more. So I didn't do anything because I expected maybe -2, but I guess that would kill Elspeth, so that wasn't a good call. And we cannot draw card, we will draw later. This really helps to alleviate all the pressure, especially that they need to play new creatures, and now we are not wasting those counters. Alright, here we go, here we go. And let's go with the Demonic Pact, our absolute powerhouse for this deck. And whenever they sit, by the way, if they keep 2 cards, I'm just discarding both of them. And we have Day of Judgment, so whatever they do on this turn, it doesn't matter. We live game, man, we are back to 14. Like, it's not even close, and we don't care about this. Man, if they make tokens, they live game even... Man, this must be so frustrating. You want to kill your opponent, but instead you just pump it. Like, pump their life total. So they actually didn't go for the token for this reason, I think. And they have exactly 2 cards. So I think we actually will go for the discard right now. I could scry, but I think we are pretty confident. And let's get rid of everything they have. Not the biggest deal, but we got another Day of Judgment, which is nice. And let's get rid of this, because this is kinda annoying, you know, those creatures. We don't like them. We want to kill them. On the next turn, Demonic Pact will kill Elspeth, so that will solve the problem. And as you can see, we actually have so many tools to answer weird stuff. And I'm back to... Man, this guy cannot deal damage to us. This deck is invincible. We are godlike. And they get 1 life, we get 2. That's how we like it. But this is so brutal for them. So let's go for 4 damage, shall we? Do I have... Oh, I have steel... Man, this card gives you so much. I actually think we go for this at this point. We're at 19 life, by the way, and we have another Demonic. How is it fair for our opponent? Like, no joke. No joke. When if they attack and play a creature, we actually don't get dealt any damage. Shelter by Ghosts. I wonder what they will take. The Tome? Alright, show me. Everything, if they go for the... Man, they are literally helping us to remove it. Alright. So I will draw 2 cards, and I will sweep everything. And then we get it back, and there will be no counters, so we can get all the value again. And you know what? Sure, let's go for this. Let's send the message that we actually do not care. We will wipe everything this guy has. Literally everything. We have 1 more turn to not die, by the way, so let's I think we have a little bit too little mana, so let's not do it on this turn. So, the next turn we are losing the game. Oh well, what a coincidence. So we will bargain. We'll get rid of this, and by the way, we can cast Day of Judgment. I forgot. We can just go for this. Here you go. I don't need to use the one from my hand. Man, this is not even close, and we can use Fresh Tome because they reset the counters. Man, they actually helped us win the game from start to finish. Oh man, like, this was really brutal. Like, look at our life total, 16. we left unscathed. Alright guys, I hope you had as much fun as I did. Man, this deck absolutely blew my expectations, and even though it can be clunky, look at the 4 drops, it hurts. I tried to use 3 mana slots for something, but all of our cool spells are 4 mana. We need all of the packs because they are the main card for the deck. We need all the Beseech the Mirrors because they are extremely important part of the deck, and we want sweepers. You can go lockdown, you could go for something else like, you know, split up or something. Maybe it could be better, maybe you can get rid of double Day of Judgment, but so far it worked for me, and probably the big part of this is Authority of the Consuls, because you tap all those creatures, hasters cannot do anything, and yeah, you have more time to sweep the board, and that means, like, if you have more time, you have more cards with Tome, and you know, you can make better deals and get better sweepers. So before we talk about all of the cards, a huge thank you to our amazing patrons who always support this channel, and it is extremely appreciated. You have a special place in my heart, and thank you for just your kindness. So yeah, I mean, I think we don't disappoint with those new bros. Like, those decks are fire, and I'm having an absolute blast in the, you know, new set. So let's talk about the cards, because you probably are interested what to craft. I mean, Crawling Barrens is always absolutely amazing. This is the card that I remember always working. It's great, and I cut it from intro because I didn't want it to be super long, but we talked that Sunken Citadel can fuel Barrens perfectly. So if you have double Citadel, you can actually power it with 2 spare mana at the end step. So this becomes a 10-10 very quickly, surprisingly quickly, especially that your opponent is trying to play around stuff. And by the way, you can always use it as a blocker, because with like 6 toughness, 8 toughness, even like Red Trampler with, you know, 2 pump spells actually won't deal too much damage through you. And you can always, after blocking, tap it and pump it even more, because you can keep using it every, like, you can do it 10 times a turn if you have the mana. By the way, I just got the idea for the deck. Alright, enough about Crawling Barrens. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Authority of the Consuls, absolutely amazing. Man, this card just destroys aggro decks so far, and every single time it's great. Mazemind Tome. It's quickly becoming one of my favorites because it's colorless, it's an artifact. You can literally use it in every single deck, and there were some colors that do not have card advantage, so I think we'll be using it in mono black. And by the way, you don't know it, but I still have my deck from Historic. It's black control with Wishes and Tomes, the Mastermind Acquisition and Mazemind Tomes. So this card always was close to my heart. I like this, you know, Mortify thing. It definitely helps with the pact, because I never wanted to have a situation when I died to my own pact. And you know what? We're pretty good at this. Even with bad draws, we have, what, 7, 9 cards that, you know, can handle this. We have a card advantage with the Tome, and if you are pressured for the answer to pact, you can always just go for the Scry. You don't need to draw those cards. Demonic Pact already gives you plenty of value. And guys, you can actually even use -3 to get rid of this, alright? Turn it into a creature, and then kill it with a removal. Alright, I know it's not the best play, but it can be done. So, Day of Judgment, absolutely amazing card. Of course, it's great. Demonic Pact, I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if it will work out, but it worked out perfectly. So it's hard to say if I was maybe lucky with the draws, because overall, it's a 4-drop that doesn't do anything moment it enters, and it's an enchantment, so there are a lot of decks that can handle it, especially with all the overlords. So, you know, right now enchantment removal is a bit more popular. A lot of decks also use Get Lost, so it isn't without a price. However, it works for me. I probably would wait with this craft, in all honesty, unless you are crazy like me and you will just test all the decks, but I'm not sure if it will be as strong as it seems, or I just got lucky, you know. For me, it performed perfectly, and it felt great, but, you know, just trying to be responsible. Liliana, absolutely amazing so far, and yeah, that's all the new cards. Drive It to Hunger literally never came up, so you can just get Mortify probably, or Get Lost. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this outro. We won't go super long, but I think we covered everything. This was honestly pretty crazy days for me with all the launching of memberships and stuff. And yeah, like, I'm so happy that in the end we have all this cool magic, you know, we have all those cool cards, and I have to say, so far the game just feels way more fun than before for me. So yeah, I'm really hopeful, and I'm happy to see Foundations cards in the standard, and I hope it will be the same for you. So thank you guys for watching. You are truly awesome, and this channel wouldn't get anywhere without you, so really thank you, and see you guys tomorrow.